up, you guys? Welcome to the Wiley Show. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, child, if I get one more phone call, I gotta sit in a conference call. Anyhow, I want to say shout out to all the people in the chat. I want to definitely say shout out to the moderators. I see to members. So members, if you're in the house, I'm going to shout you out. I see Deborah. I see Shantae. I know Peaches are in here somewhere. So I want to say shout out to all of the members for that. But we're going to talk about, first, I'm going to talk about Kanye West, and then we're going to get into the Tasha K stuff. Now, this is a stupid person. Not Kanye West is stupid, okay? Kanye West is a genius. So apparently on the blogs, Kanye West fired, allegedly, his engineer. Now, I want to read this. Okay, fired this engineer, and I gotta read it because this is the most stupid stuff ever. If you work with Kanye West, you should not sleep. Okay, so this was posted. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Posted this, and Kanye texted this engineer and said, "Good morning, let's work." And he texted him at 9:34 a.m. And then Kanye texted the same engineer at 11:23 a.m. and said, "You're fired. Go home." Then the engineer said, I'm really sorry. I have no excuse. I set an alarm for 7:30 a.m. and for whatever reason, my phone wasn't alerting me. I woke up at 11:08 to missed calls and got dressed as fast as I could. Louis was already on his way to get bugs, and they just got here. I didn't call back right away because I was in a panic trying to find a ride. I know this is unacceptable. I'm sorry. And this is what Kanye West texts him. Stop texting. Go find God. And let me break this down. If you have the opportunity, not too many engineers have the opportunity to work with a Grammy Award winner, Kanye West. So if you're in the opportunity in a space to work with a Grammy Award winner producer, rapper artist, and he's married to Kim Kardashian. So you attach some billions of dollars to potentially to increase your money coming in. And I was reading this, I'm like, you overslept. Then you have the audacity to have an excuse. Oh, I was trying to find a ride. So you ain't ready. You ain't ready. If you got the opportunity to work with Kanye West, you better make sure you up. And who's still sleeping at 11 o'clock in the afternoon? You only get one in a lifetime opportunity to work with a man that is a genius in music. Many people in the chat were saying he shouldn't have said that. I'm like, he had every right to say what he said. If you is working with Kanye and he texts you, send 2 texts, good morning, that's work, you should automatically say, yes, sir, I'm on my way. Be there in 5. So you got to definitely do it. This is business. So I don't feel bad for that person at all. I really don't. And when I tell you, when I'm looking at all this information concerning, Kanye West or what they say about him, I say nothing wrong with Kanye West. This man making plenty money. If anything go wrong, his wife can just file, can be a conservative over his money and finances. If he was mentally incompetent, he's not mentally incompetent. I think that he plays on bipolar for clicks and views and for ratings. I do believe that when he want to play on this, he can play on that. But I don't think that he is weird. Okay. So I'm just nah. I wish I had an opportunity to work with Kanye West. You think I'm a Texan? Oh, I was trying to find a ride. Even though I was trying to find a ride. No, baby, you got Uber, you got Lyft, you got so many, you got the city bus, and you got your legs that God gave you. Run you to the place. Right? So I don't feel bad at all, even though I was late this morning. So I probably would have lost that. Listen, I wouldn't have lost that with Kanye West. If he called me and say, Wiley, come to the studio if he in the city, I'm there, comes to the studio, be here in 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure I'm there in 2 hours. Because that's an opportunity, because I'm hungry. I want that opportunity. I definitely want that opportunity to work with Kanye West. But again, you lose your job or a potential bag because you overslept. This is why you got to get a better sleeping pattern for anybody out there. That to me really showed me that when I get this opportunity to work with somebody, I'm going to make sure that I'm up. Just like if I had an opportunity with Tasha and she said, be at my Kiwi Studios at 11, or she texts me, good morning, Wiley, let's work. I'm going to immediately text her back and say, yes, sis, I'm on my way with coffee and donuts. Okay, it's like you don't get those many opportunities, and people that is famous and rich and a genius, their time is precious, right? Time is precious. So if they text you at 11, they need you then. I'm just saying. So everybody is here. I want to give a special shout out because of this Tasha K and this whole prison bureau leak that was sent to Unwind with Tasha K, allegedly. So last night, people were just dragging me for Phil in emails. I mean, I get dragged so much, you guys. It's just one particular DM talking about you need to get off Tasha K. She's using you. Are you on your medication? You would never be nothing. You would never grow. Nobody would watch a show. One particular person who I thought was cool got on their platform to their thousands of followers and said, "Don't nobody will watch him. He's not gonna never grow. No one's gonna watch it." This particular sister. This sister got on her platform and she said it. She just mad because I'm cool with Tasha and I can't be cool with both of them. I gotta drag Tasha and then we could be cool again. That's so foolish. I don't operate. I'm a man. If I'm cool, why I can be cool with you? We can have you ain't gotta say that on your platform. I listen to folks. I really will listen to folks. Just said that to the thousands. Ain't nobody gonna watch you. I'm like, whoa. Okay. Well, you lied because we got a lot of people that is watching. Anyway. So we back on this particular leak, and everybody was doing commentary. I went this morning and I said, hey, I talked to my personal criminal defense attorney, and he said, I don't see the federal, pressing any charges against Unwind with Tasha K. That was my opinion. And I gave that opinion because I talked with a lawyer. And then you have other lawyers that come out. I don't know because I don't see their credentials, right? But I know when my lawyer, he actually went to law school, he passed the bar, etc. So I'm getting that information. So I'm just trying to understand, will she be charged for this? And so the leak, right, is this particular woman sent this information. Now, I had a receipt sent to me and I seen the receipt. But due to the fact that this is an open investigation, I can't show you the receipt. Baby, I have the receipt. And I'm going to drag sis. I'm going to have to drag her, not Tasha, but the lady that sent Tasha K the stuff. This lady was a wino. Overweight, watching Tasha K platform, incited a fan, and this fan sent Tasha information. Didn't even get paid. Now she will lose her children, have to serve time and federal prison, and pretty much lose her benefits and all of this stuff because you were a fan of a show and she wasn't using her critical thinking skills. And if she would have used her critical thinking skills, she could have looked at the pros and the cons. Number one, she should have did her research, analyzed, like, listen, this is illegal. I'm obtaining this information illegal. I will go to jail for this. If she would have used and just did a simple Google search, is it legal for me to obtain recordings and emails and send it to a blogger? You would easily see it on Google and all these different sites that it's illegal to do so. But she was an obsessed wino, probably was drinking some wine at her job. She probably was there drinking some wine, saw TashaK, hit the wine glass, winos. And just got on there and say, oh, I know Rkelly. I'm a wino. I can listen to whatever. I can listen to anything. I get all information. I send it to you. Nothing about, oh, sis, let me pay for it. Nothing about no damn payment. This particular and I don't feel now. Tasha, she feels bad. I don't feel bad for the lady. What the lady did was just dumb. If she lose her children and have to serve and be in that federal prison with Big Bertha, that's her fault. Because if she would have used her critical thinking skills, she would have never ever sent that information to a blogger. She broke the law. So I don't feel sorry for this woman. I don't feel sorry for her at all. Other folks say, oh, I don't feel sorry for her. She broke the law. She was, let me sit. I got the recordings. You know, Rkelly can't spell. So let me copy these documents to my Gmail account, email it to myself, and then let me make sure I email Tasha. I got it. You left a paper trail. So if the feds knock at the door, boom, 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 they clearly see that this lady sends this information to Tasha. Tasha didn't say, well, can you send it to me? I'm going to send you a $3,000 cash out. Nothing about no transactions at all. And I can say that without a doubt. There was no transaction of money. That lady was just a fan. Probably all older, overweight wino that was a fan of Unwind with Tasha K and was in a position to listen to any federal recordings. She knew where he was housed at in Chicago. She had all the access to the records, so she could listen to all this information. She was a wino with the plug. This wasn't no wino that was lying and catfishing. No, she actually was in a position where she can access those recordings and documents. So you clearly can see this low value woman, probably a good 3 from a scale of 10, probably a good 3 or 4, desperate with no man, want to bring down Rkelly, to expose Rkelly and sending it to a blogger and did not get paid. If I'm going to commit a crime, you best believe I'm going to get paid. I'm going to be like, set it off with money all over, just money, cash everywhere, all on the table. You're going to be sending me a truck of cash, hundreds, millions. If I'm going to go down and you go down, you about to head on your way heading to probably prison, right? And you didn't get paid. You get $1. Because you didn't have no man, you watching online, and you wanted to be a part of the story. And now the feds, now they watching. They got it. You got the Chicago Tribune, got sources that sent him information that it was a breach in their system. And lady with the fat fingers, she just... the grease, because she probably was eating some chicken, sent all, it's just the trail just leading up to this woman. And I don't feel bad for her because she broke the law. I don't feel, and then to have the audacity, how sneaky this lady is. She really thought she was slick. I'll go break the law, not get paid, and I'm going to retire. Just because you retire, that does not mean that you will not go down for breaking the law. She thought, well, since I'm going out, y'all ain't paying me nothing. I ain't got no man. I love me some Unwind with Tasha K. I'm going to just go ahead and retire. But I'm going to make sure I get all these emails, recordings of Rkelly not know how to spell. Then he talking to the women that he had eating boo-boo boo-boo sandwiches and all that nasty stuff, and I'm gonna retire. I do not feel sorry for that woman at all, because what she did was stupid. I don't feel sorry for her. Why would I feel sorry for a woman that you were in a position and you broke that protocol by sending documents? You had no right. You didn't even live in Chicago, Illinois. You lived in Wisconsin. So you and your other part in Wisconsin is getting asked all this Rkelly material. And that should be a problem with the prison bureau. Whatever they do over there, they got to make sure, should no random worker or worker in that system be able to access something in a whole nother jurisdiction. They probably got to change up their system, because that's crazy. Anybody that's in that position can get access to all this material and all of this. And this is going back to 2019. We in 2021. So that means they have to do this investigation. And now we're hearing of this. So I don't feel sorry for the woman. And they said, do you feel sorry? Do you think Tasha K was wrong? No, Tasha K wasn't wrong. She got information. This was from a source, from a lady, and all this type of stuff. It is what it is. She didn't break any laws. And listen, I'm saying right now she didn't break any laws, but mind you, I'm not an attorney. Let me first say that. I gotta say that I'm not an attorney. Okay, I'm not an attorney. I'm not a federal prosecutor. Let me put that together. I'm not a federal prosecutor, so I cannot say with a fact that she will not be charged, or Tasha, or the lady with the fat fingers. Can't say that. I'm just a YouTuber commentator sitting down entertaining you all with what I got. That's all I can do. And that lady had the plug. She was the plug. She had some exclusive information, verbatim, without a doubt. And my thing is this: who was the snitch? See, ain't nobody talking about the snitch. The snitch. Who snitched to the warden that Tasha K was saying this stuff verbatim? Do we have a snitch wino around us, among us? Do we have a Judas with the 7-Eleven wine? Because someone had to snitch. And give it to, and I don't believe the warden of that prison is watching a black woman in Atlanta with a fade and with a lantern, with drinking wine with a teddy bear. I don't see a warden that's probably a Trump supporter sitting in his office watching some unwind with Tasha K. It had to have been a snitch. Who was the Judas? Who was the snitch that was drinking a wine and that probably was pissed off because Tasha didn't bring him on to be a moderator to send it to the warden? It's a snitch among us. Who snitch? Like, people ain't talking about, they're not giving the lady or the man who snitch. Because someone had to send it to. It's not an automatic system where it detects or no. Someone had to send it to the warrant. Like, hey, this woman in Atlanta is saying these verbatim. And the man's like, oh, let me look at these records. Oh. And it just triggered them to get the internal affairs to do it. So if the snitch want to call in, call in. You know, we definitely gonna open up the phone lines today. Because I want to know, who is the snitch? Who out here snitching? If y'all want people to keep breaking stories, don't snitch. But anyhow, but I want to say this, and people say, oh, you should feel sorry for the lady. And I don't. Nothing would make me crack a tear, because when you work in a prison bureau, you get rules and regulations, right? When you work in healthcare, you get rules and regulations. Every healthcare worker know you can't access information and give it to somebody. You break HIPAA. One thing about it, these you get trained on this to not do these things that you can possibly lose your job and end up in jail. So her working in a prison bureau, working in that system, you know that it's a possibility of you going down for this. And just listening to different attorneys on YouTube, right? You can't say, well, I didn't know. That's not a defense. You can't say that. You can't use, well, I didn't know. You know, you can't. You breached the code of conduct and you didn't get paid. My thing is this, if I won't risk myself, that's just like me being a prostitute, right? I'm out there prostituting the one eye chocolate man. I'm on 63rd Street prostituting. And I'm prostituting and getting a dime. I'm getting my back blown out and not getting a quarter. I get arrested and didn't get paid. No. If I'm going to do something and really be about that, like, I'm going to get a coin. Baby, when they take me to jail, I'm going to be taken in a Versace robe, bling, bling all in my mouth, bling, bling all on my arm, Versace, Gucci, Prada. I'm going into the jail cell with some Prada drawers, all type of some silk Prada draw pajamas. You know what I'm saying? When they come for me, they had to ride up to my estate to come and serve me with some paperwork. So if I'm really going to break the law, I'm going to get paid to do it. Not break the law and don't get a dollar. You only get a little pension check that you're going to lose. How dumb can you be? People can drag Tasha all day. That's only going to drive traffic to Tasha. And I'm a good guy because I could have been real messy and just said, forget it. I don't care nothing about the lady. Let me just drop the receipt. But I love Tasha. I really love this woman. And I don't want to add nothing to the whatever that's going on. You know, I'm going to take heed to my mentor because I could have just said, you know, whatever. Let me just go. But no, you got to follow protocol. The student got to listen to the teacher. Oh, I shouldn't have said that because they're gonna get mad. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm definitely gonna open up the phone lines and let you all talk and break some stuff down if y'all do want to speak to me. Okay. I'm just I just don't understand. Checking the man. What was it? Commissary to see how many chocolate chip donuts the man eating. I mean, this lady was checking everything. Commissary to see how many toilet tissues, how many rolls of toilet tissues he's gonna get. But he probably don't even eat toilet. He probably don't even use toilet tissue. He just he love to be funky. Reading his misspelled emails, spelling jail, Jile, spelling high, HAI. You know, she getting all the records and she just emailed. Probably eating Lay's potato chips while breaking the law. Hey, dear Tasha K, I work at a place and I got access to all this information, and I'm just gonna send it to your email. Whoosh. I'm like, and y'all want me to feel sorry for her. No. I'm not gonna feel sorry for that lady. At all. I'm gonna be the first one out there with a say, lock her up. She should have been eating them Lay's potato chips, sending that information. I know it was Lay's, it probably was barbecue Lay's, potato chips that lady was eating and smacking on and watches. That's what y'all get when y'all be watching YouTube and drinking. Y'all try to tell folks. You do a lot of foolish thing when you drinking all them different wines. You getting all that olive leaf extract. You getting that Pangea wash, and you just be drinking, eating potatoes, and just drinking wine, just watching content. You ain't thinking because it it hinders you of being a good critical thinker when you're consuming all that wine. I'm like drinking all that wine. Oh, let me send it to Tasha. And you just download all that stuff. And now you sober and now you regret it. Now you like, oh, please don't take my pension. Please don't arrest me. And I got to end up in the pen with Big Bertha and Big Maria watching some other chick draws. I'm just saying. I don't feel sorry for her. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna open up these phone lines and allow you all to call in, uh, because we could get your thoughts. Okay, all right. So if y'all want to call in, we're not gonna have this a lengthy show because I gotta, do my schoolwork. So I'm not gonna have this like a lengthy show. I just took a course, and the class was critical thinking. So if you hear me saying all these words, it's because I'm in school right now. And so that was one thing that you got to do you got to look at the pros and cons. You got to analyze before you make these decisions, and really analyze and really weigh the pros and the cons and really do your research of credible outlets and stuff. So that's why I'm using a lot of critical thinking because I just took a course on that. So okay. So give me a second. I want to open up the phone lines. If y'all do want to call in, y'all can call in and and talk about it. Yesterday we did have a little altercation on the lines, so we don't want that to happen. It was funny, but them ladies was going at it. Don't even know each other, just cussing each other out. One with a degree, and I think one of the ladies said she had a GED. I think she said she had a GED and on food stamps, and you had one lady that said she had a degree in communications, and they were going at it on the phone lines and stuff like they were just roasting all up on the phone lines. I'm like, oh, it's too early for all that. They was doing that on the phone lines, so we don't want to. Give me a second. I want to make sure we do this and bring this up. So we're gonna open up the phone lines. Good job on critical thinking. Thank you. Okay, that class taught me a lot. It really. I got one more week of that class, and I'm like, oh, let me research. So now I'm learning not to get caught up in a lot of things, and everything like that. So, give me a second. I'm gonna open the phone lines. 646.
Your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
Your show is scheduled to start in 26 seconds.
Let me do it this way. I roll it so they can see. Oh, we live, y'all. We live. I don't know if the lady.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Every YouTuber should be required to take that course. Okay, we're gonna open the phone lines. Thank you so very much. We ask that you please turn me down the back. Don't have a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to another room, go to another room. We're gonna go to phone lines. And let's stay on topic today, too, ladies and gentlemen. And you're live on the Wiley Show. So we're gonna go to our first caller, 1688. You live on the Wiley Show.
Hello.
Hey. Oh, how you doing?
How you doing tonight, Wiley?
I'm doing good. Okay.
And congratulations on you going to school, baby.
Well, thank you so very much. I can't wait. I can't wait to. I see myself graduating on the stage. I just see myself. I don't know if I can sing "I Believe I Can Fly" because of what he going through. So I might have to change that song up. I may sing "Jesus Can Work It Out" at my graduation. But yeah, thank you so much for that.
Okay, now about this TashaK. You had said something. You
Okay.
said the lady was a police officer, right?
No, the lady's not a police officer. The lady worked at the prisons bureau. She works at to break it down simple. She can actually access the emails, the phone calls, the commissary. She have access to this information. So that was the lady. She could access any part. So the place where Rkelly was housed at, the lady had access to the information. And she sent the information to Tasha K. I'm gonna say allegedly, but what I seen, the lady did broke the law.
Okay, I understand that. So, Tasha didn't know the lady?
No, this was just a random person, viewer, whatever you want to call it. Just a random viewer, fan, and
Okay. But now she done got her messed up in a mess, right?
she herself did this. This is not on Tasha K. If
No,
you,
I'm saying, but what she did, now she done got Tasha messed up.
yeah, you can say that. I don't really think this is just promotion for Tasha. This lady, the lady is at more of a legal mess than Tasha because she used her power and her authority to access this information and email it outside of at the work channels and email it to herself so she could email it to Tasha. That lady that did it, that was eating them Lay's potato chips, she broke the law and she shouldn't have did that. That's what I'm saying. Stop that drink. And I can.
Girl didn't get no money.
She didn't get a dime. That's what I'm saying. They kept saying that Tasha. No, it's like people really look at us as YouTubers, as celebrities, as stars. And if you and once you get bigger and bigger, people will send you random stuff. It was one YouTuber interviewing Nene Leak's son, and the lady sent the YouTuber Nene Leak's son doodle draws, his doodle stain draws. He didn't pay for the doodle stain draws. The lady's like, listen, I got the pictures of his doodle stain draws and sent it to the YouTuber. And YouTube then send the person to die. So if they will do that, people want to be a part of the story. They think that we are celebrities.
Well, I still think we're gonna have to go on and pray for Tasha.
We definitely gonna pray for Tasha. She's always in my prayers. If anything else come up, if I'm not gonna believe that she's gonna be arrested till I see her in handcuffs at a press conference that she's doing with her attorney. So it ain't at that point right now. It's just entertainment right now.
Right. Oh, okay. So don't take it too serious right now.
I won't say don't take it. When you see, if you get a headline that she's locked up and you see her in the slammer and her husband, I got a post bail, and she coming out of there and them teeth is yellow instead of white. Then we could be worried, and then people really gonna be talking. But as of right now, I don't think it's just us just doing commentary at this point.
Well, you gonna keep up with the story so I can get what I need to know.
I'm gonna always keep up with the story so you can know what you can know. Thank you so much, sis.
You also.
All right, bye. Okay, it sounded like she was working in a warehouse. Whatever thank you, sis, for watching. Oh, now don't you send me nothing from your job server about Amazon and give me their secrets. I don't know if she work at Amazon. I don't know. It sounded like she was in the faculty. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hello.
Hi.
Wiley. Okay, Tasha K is your friend, but let's be real here.
Okay.
You cannot accept stolen, illegal federal goods from anybody. It is a crime. Let's not play ignorant to the law.
Okay.
And we're not going to act like Tasha K did not say in her video that I cannot show y'all these emails on the screen because of it's private. So ignorance is not a defense. Let's not go there. You cannot illegally obtain federal information or goods. Yes, the officer will be in trouble, but we don't know what happened. We don't know if Tasha K paid for those services or not. They are investigating. You have to wait on the investigators before you can make any decision. And people are questioning did Tasha K pay for it, because why would anybody risk their lives and their jobs for nothing?
Because people are fans. I've seen people all the time send people blogger stuff and they don't pay for it. Okay, so people send.
As high profile as Rkelly case is a high profile case. Okay, let's be clear. Let's not act like this is some random Joe down the street. This is a high profile case. You are not going to risk your livelihood for nothing. And maybe the woman was dumb enough to give it to Tasha K for free or whatever. But let's not act like we don't understand why people are questioning the motives here, okay?
Yes.
And all this did to me, if I was Rkelly lawyer, I would be having a field day with this information, because it looks like conspiracy to me. So
Field day on what?
Not, act like people don't have reasons to ask questions.
I mean, people are asking questions, but with the stuff that I've seen, I did not see any exchange or any receipts of exchange of payment. What I did see was a fan that was a was a fan was so excited to have this SS and wanted to send it to Tasha. It was no payment. That and the whole thing. Don't you think that's embarrassing that you would risk your livelihood, your pension, and you didn't even get paid to send the receipts? Let's be clear.
That's why it don't make sense that I would willingly give somebody information that I know they.
Well, you use your critical thinking. You're thinking, are you drinking wine? Are you under the influence of alcohol? Are you eating Lay's potato chips right now?
Well, if you're on your job, we don't know what this woman was doing in the set. Like I said, if Rkelly's defense team should be having a field day with this information, because it looked like conspiracy. And let me tell you something, they can use this. This is good for him. And, and it's sad for the other people, who really want justice against this man, because somebody wanted to be a fan and wanted to put out.
That's what it was. The lady wanted to be a fan. The lady wanted.
We cannot collect illegal information from the federal government. I saw people yesterday saying TMZ does this. If TMZ did what TMZ did not go to the court and get sealed information, they cannot do that and put it out to the public. It's illegal. It's private for a reason. Let's not be crazy here. The federal government is the federal government, and the federal laws are the federal laws. You do not accept stolen federal illegal property from anybody and put it out to the public.
Well, you should have showed what you need to be preaching, man. I don't know why you screaming and so loud. You should be preaching that to the Lay's potato chips lady that sent it to Tasha.
No, I'm preaching it to the blogger who put it out there. If you send me information, me as a blogger, and want to be reliable and want people to believe me, guess what I'm going to do? Tasha K always say, I go vet my sources. You do not just put out anything that people give you. You go and you do background checks. I will not put out any illegal documents to the public when I'm not even supposed to have it. I will tell that woman, don't send me no crap like that, because you're not going to get me involved in your mess.
You're using your.
That's what she should. I know she wants the story, but you have to be careful when you're putting out information. That's all I'm saying. We're not going to blame it because she's a blogger, a media, or a journalist. CNN cannot go to the court and get information on a sealed case. It's illegal. It's illegal. And if it's illegal for CNN, and if it's illegal for TMZ, it will be illegal for Tasha K too. You have to vet your sources. Don't go out and put out information that you know should not be public. When you know it should not be public. It was no way that she should have had access to information like that. And if I was Rkelly lawyers, I'll be having a field day with this right now.
So I'm shocked. I'm shocked because usually you are the lady that do petitions and all this. So are you going to start a petition concerning this?
It's no paid as they should. We have people in the system who makes it bad for everybody.
Well,
You have
TMZ,
women,
I would say allegedly TMZ get private information all the time, and they be posting it. So should they go down?
if TMZ could get access to R. Kelly information, I'm pretty sure they would and put it out. I'm pretty sure TMZ would have broke this story before Tasha K. The thing about TMZ is they have lawyers. They know they cannot get private information and leak it to the public. And no, not even leak it to the public. Put it out, get in front of a video camera and say, I cannot tell you this because I'm not supposed to have it. You cannot do that. So let's not, and no, Tasha K is probably not going to jail, but she might get some, I don't know, maybe they'll fine her or something. Maybe, maybe she can help the prosecutors with their cases because obviously she has information, but she needs to be careful about revealing information.
Well, I want to say this in this particular point. You brought up the prosecutors. It didn't say nothing about that R. Kelly was eating boo-boo sandwiches or telling the people to eat boo-boo sandwiches. It did not bring up anything that R. Kelly is running a ring of telling people you in a cage, you know what I'm saying, or you in this cult, etc. That wasn't what Tasha K read. You do know that, caller, right?
Wiley, okay, I'm gonna say allegedly because I might be making, I looked at that video when Tasha K read those emails. Tasha K was reading emails from R. Kelly and his girlfriends. And she even said that one of the girlfriends was back home with their parents or whatever. If you are a lawyer, I'm thinking as a lawyer, I can spin this in the...
Spin it for what? That's not going to help. That's one of his girlfriends. One of his girlfriends is back at home with the family. That ain't going to hurt or help his case.
We don't know what possessed that girl to go and testify against R. Kelly. One of the girls testified against him. We don't know if it was because this information was put out in, I don't know, maybe it made her look better or something. I mean, you don't know. As a lawyer, it's your job to prove this stuff. That can help R. Kelly in a defense. And let me tell you something. This R. Kelly lawyers can say this was a conspiracy and get a mistrial because they're already saying that the people are trying to set him up. And when you add this crap in there, it adds
Tasha K, that conspiracy will work, caller, if Tasha K was a prosecutor. Tasha K is a gossip blogger, right? Gossip.
She is a blogger with access to her videos. Tasha K has access to millions of people.
The Lay's potato chips had access to that. The Lay's potato chips lady did that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Ignorance is not a defense, and don't get mad at people for thinking that somebody ruined their life. Like I said, it don't make sense. If this woman did not get paid, then maybe something is really wrong with her because you're gonna, or maybe she just didn't care about her job and was like, "F y'all, I'm out of here tomorrow anyway."
All right.
Leak everybody.
Well, we thank you so very much for calling in, caller. I want you to go home and eat you some Lay's potato chips. Go home and chill. Ignorance
is not a defense.
All right. Go home and eat you some Lay's potato chips. Okay. I'm telling you, we have the best callers. Let's go. 5797 caller, you're on the air. 5797.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Wiley, it's just amazing to me how many people just want to see Tasha fall. Okay, it's not going to happen. Tasha's a very smart lady, okay? And the hate amongst us is just too real, okay? We just seem to have a problem with greatness. I don't think that Tasha would, jeopardize first her family, her children. And so that other caller, she's a little bit too passionate, just a little bit too passionate.
And I think the passion is too early because you say that if Tasha K is arrested, right? Then I can understand the passion. But Tasha's out here free, eating shrimps and with the Pangea ladies, making sure her yoni is clean. The yoni lady.
Thank you, Wiley. for talking to me, but just tell the haters they gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
They're
Okay?
gonna wait a little
I
bit
ain't
longer
talking to you.
because
Yeah,
you
they
know.
have to wait a little bit longer.
Absolutely, and people they wanted, you have people that want to see people locked up in the process, but we're not there yet. We may never be there yet for Tasha. What I can say yet again, she's showing the world that she's credible. Because at one thing that I came out, oh, she's not really that credible. But with this, it was credible. The Chicago Tribune and all this stuff is just proving that she is a credible, coming into that credible source. That she's literally up there with TMZ and all the big Entertainment Tonight, the Shade Room, etc.
And you know what, Wiley, one more thing. And the truth is this. What people need to understand, people will do anything for clout.
Come on.
Anything.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a Fendi point. But thank you, Wiley, for talking to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, thank you. People would do anything. You would be surprised. I had people, I don't know how true if this was their bank account. They were sending me like their bank account information. It was one, it was a spirit that was going on. This because of Tasha. I think she had posted Storm income and then Tasha posted her income. So people was just start posting, like sending me their bank account. And it was some people that had nice bank accounts. And I'm like, why y'all send me your bank account information and don't send me no damn Cash App? But they were so provoked to just send me information. Some of them people, had good coins, would be a good bless to the show. But people do stuff for clout. They want to be a part of the party.
Yes, they do. They doing anything these days, okay? And it don't cost all the time. That's what people need to realize. It doesn't cost.
Right. All right. Thank you so very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh, y'all is stuck on the Lay's potato chips. I just made that up, but I just imagine her because when you at work, because you look like she worked in the office where she could be on the computer and you eat you some Lay's potato chips. How many people in here have worked in the office and you be working, listening to your music, watching YouTube, and you got eating Lay's potato chips and all that? Yeah, y'all been there. Don't act like y'all don't be in your office eating Lay's potato chips and donuts and all that type of you everybody that got a desk with some honey buns, some chocolate chip cookies. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff. Got you in your little office space. Don't act like you ain't got a couple of snacks. Okay. I just want to make sure because some of y'all too bougie. I don't eat Lay's potato chips. Yes, you do. Okay. Got all that grease on those people screen. Anyway. Okay, let's go to the phone lines. Anonymous, you live on the air. You live on the Wiley Show.
Wiley, I have been cracking up. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I don't feel sorry for the lady. I really don't feel sorry for the lady at all.
Okay, this is the thing. I was a correctional officer for DC Federal Prison for almost 23 years, right? So this is what happens. It's so many inmates that we come across, celebrity inmates, just regular inmates. We come across so many. Of course, you have some that send out information. They'll send out information. It's inmates in there with them that will send out information. Just so happened the lady worked for the prison system. Tasha K is not going to get in trouble because it's freedom of the press. Tasha K is not on trial for criminal. She's not on criminal trial. It's Rkelly that's on trial. Now, the lady, whoever it was, she didn't get paid. That's on her. Whether she did, whether she didn't, that's on her. Tasha K is not going to get in trouble whatsoever. She might get a fine and, they might tell her, hey, this is what happened. You can't do this anymore, such and such. But I'm sorry to say, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news for everyone that wants Tasha K to go to jail, but it's not going. She's not the one on criminal trial. It's the person that's in there. Bloggers get stuff all the time. They pass stuff to bloggers all the time. You can't help what you get. And if she made that mishap and not got anything out of it, that's on her. She wanted clout, as you said. It happens. It happens. And people need to understand that's just what goes on in this type of business. Like you said, people sending you their accounts. Like, who does that?
Yeah, people would do it. I'm like, whoa. I would never send nobody my account information, but people, they want to be a part of the party, and they do look at us as content creators as celebrities. That just happened.
Right.
We are celebrities to people, and people don't want to realize that because they look
I
at
don't
celebrities.
understand.
Yeah, go
I
ahead,
mean,
sis.
and I get it. I don't understand why, because it's kind of weird.
Because
But
we watch, because the
it
thing
is what
about
it
it is,
is.
when you watch somebody and bring them into their homes, and you're watching us in the shower, you're watching us waking up, you're watching us when you're getting ready to go to bed, you
A little
consume
too
so much.
invested.
Yeah, you become consumed with it. That's why you have to be careful what you consume and what you watch. You know what I'm saying? Especially if
Right.
you're watching a channel that promotes drink wine. Hey, wine, I'm drinking this wine. So you get people, what would they do? They'd typically get up and get some wine. Go to 7-Eleven
Right.
or get all
I
these
mean,
type of wine, these strong wines, and you spray your little Pangea wine. You get into that mode and you start not really, sometimes people, I'm
but
just saying.
but people
Yeah.
people are still getting it misconstrued. Tasha K is not the one on criminal trial. Whether it's
Yes, I agree with you
criminal,
on that.
felony, criminal, misdemeanor, she's not on trial. Rkelly is. And when you're on trial, you need to learn to shut up, because a lot of people, that's how they get. People listen, they're recording, they're watching. So, of course, people are going to take that in and they're going to use it against you. I mean, only an idiot will sit and just continue to talk, because then you rope yourself in with others. And then if you have all this going on and you're not understanding the law, because a lot of people don't know the law. It's a lot of, it's inmates here that, they're lawyers. So, and they're in here. I mean, we've seen it all. It's not like I'm going to say, oh, you know what, Wiley, I met such and such, this entertainer. I'm not going to do that because I know my job is on the line. So
Facts.
it's just certain things you have to do. But that's all I had to say. But no, Tasha K is not, it has been interesting because one thing about it, we've been on break and we've been looking at it. I'm like, whoa.
Okay, I'm
And,
just saying everybody watching. I will tell you this,
the
because
correctional officers, and we are watching because it's funny. I mean, I used to be there, but I know I have a lot of them that call me and they tell me, they're like, girl, this is such and such, and Tasha K, she's gonna come out kind of squeaky clean. I mean, the lady, she messed herself up, the one that was working for the prison. But no, it's freedom of the press, freedom of speech, and that's what's gonna help Tasha tell you the
absolutely.
truth. Anything else, I'm sorry, and I hate to be that person, but
I
it
feel you on
is
that.
that. It is that.
It is that. But we
All right. Well, you
thank you,
have a
caller.
great one.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, all right. I think we got another call. We got a couple of callers here. Okay. 9649, calling you on the Wiley Show.
Hi, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Hi, Wiley. Oh my gosh. First of all, I just want to say that I'm a new subby and I
Thank you.
am absolutely in love with this show. I've been dying laughing at this two callers ago. Why was she cool? Why was she down there?
Listen, you new here. This lady, she calls in. If she ain't got a petition on Megan Thee Stallion, a petition on Cardi B, like this lady that calls it, she's very passionate. So one thing you gonna get from the Wiley Show is very passionate callers.
Oh my God. Oh well, I appreciate it. I'm just
Well,
gonna sit back
yes.
and sip the wine.
And over here, we eat Lay's. Eat over here, we eat Lay's potato chips. Okay.
All right, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stock up. I love it.
Yes.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you so
Love
very
the world,
much.
man.
All right, bye. Oh
Bye.
wow, bye. Oh gosh, she gonna be calling in at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to the next caller. 2651, caller, you on the air. 2651. Okay, hold on 1 second. 2651. Hello. 2651.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show. I can hear you now.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
I just got one question for you. okay, you were talking about the lawyers and the feds and all of this stuff.
Okay.
Don't you think YouTube probably would have caught something and, gave Tasha the heads up, if they thought it was something wrong that she was posting as far as that woman, delayed shit.
Like she didn't post. I would say was very smart on Tasha. She didn't post any emails or anything. I didn't see any of that on her YouTube channel. She was just reading off a script, right? As reading on her phone.
Right.
And so she did not
Right.
post. I didn't see any emails, any receipts when she did the live. Now, did I saw a receipt of the lady reaching out to Tasha K and sending her information, and I did not see any payment been exchanged at all. Reason why I can't put the receipt out publicly because it is an open investigation, but I will tell you once the case is closed, oh baby, I will be dropping that receipt, and I'm going to be dragging that Lay's potato chips lady again, and I can't wait till her picture and name is leaked.
We need
So,
a Lay's potato chip t-shirt.
yes,
going on.
okay, because I just can't wait to see her mugshot, her get dressed in the day, because listen, I just can't wait. I can't wait for the commentary.
Tell me that's not Shekinah syndrome right there.
It is.
Shekinah syndrome. She should have shut her behind up.
Yes,
Now look who's in trouble. You're in trouble, and Tasha's somewhere eating a big old thing of lobster.
And that,
yeah,
that lady probably was talking.
Why would you risk it like that?
Why
would you risk it like that?
And I'm looking at
what they say. Don't shoot the messenger.
Yes, and I'm looking at that lady probably was telling people, "Why let Tasha K get the ad?" She probably was spreading information. It's no telling. It's no telling because that warrant had to call the Eternal Affairs.
Very credible to me.
Yeah,
he sounded very credible to me. Very professional on that interview. And I'm sitting there eating it up like, oh, really? But I see she was in her feelings because she really wanted the world to know, okay, Rkelly's this person, Rkelly's that person. And girl, come on.
We shall see how that's going to end up.
If the whole hood know that your weakness is vagina, they're going to use it against you. And you ate it.
Or the boo-boo.
That was his downfall. Stop co-signing for this man.
Yeah, I think
Wiley,
that
I love you.
I think even Minister Farrakhan had to come out and say that Rkelly, what he did was wrong. Anytime that minister come out and said he said it because I think Minister Farrakhan even prayed for Rkelly because they were trying to get him some help because he had a problem with dealing with underage, and he just got his time. He just got his time. We're in a different era. He don't have the power. Once you lose the money and you losing all the influence, that's when they really can kind of get you. Because then people that didn't want to talk, now they're going to talk. If Rkelly was still making those millions and millions of dollars, a lot of people will not spill on him. Even the people that's speaking, they're not getting those payments anymore. They're 100,000, 200,000. He don't have the money like that anymore. So that's why they're talking, they're speaking, and they're really willing to sing. But if Rkelly was worth millions and millions and able to send people $1 million to $2 million there, they won't have a case. The prosecutors will be struggling for a case. Absolutely.
Well, I'm sitting back and enjoy the rest of this show. Get back in this chat. Y'all have a good day. Love you, Wiley.
I love you.
What's up, Wide Nose Gang Gang?
Yay. Okay. Shout out to the white. I love the white nose. All right. Anonymous, you live on the air. Anonymous. Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. All right. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Wiley Show. Thank you so very much to the White Nose. Shout out to Storm for sharing our platform. Thank you to Tasha for sharing. Thank you so very much. And I just had to give my commentary with that. Go ahead, sit back, and get you some Lay's potato chips. Oh, let me get this other call on here. 2321. You live on air. 2321. Hello. Hello. 2321. You got me playing. Hello. Hello. Okay. 2321. You need to turn me on the back. I'm gonna bring you back on. So hold on. If you're calling in, mute me in the back because this is a live show. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Okay, so I hear you laughing about the whole boo-boo thing, right? So now, here's where it's problematic for Tasha. What Tasha did, she not only released the information on a public platform, she also gave the information that she got to the parents. Tasha boasts about giving the information to the parents. Now, Rkelly did not flip on Rkelly until the following year. It's when she said, he made me eat boo-boo. He made me do this. He made me do that, right? But it was only after Tasha K exposed sensitive information that she had given to the parent of Azriel, which was Angelo Clary. So Tasha K had gave Angelo the conversation between Rkelly and Joycelyn, the emails. She also gave the parents the address. Tasha K admitted to giving these parents this sensitive information that she should not have even had access to, let alone she gave that information out to the parents, and she spoke about it on her platform. So Tasha K very well can be in legal trouble because that is interfering with a federal case.
I want to get how would this interfere with their case, because it didn't share anything that Rkelly was running a cult. It didn't share anything. It just said the man can't spell or he can't hardly read. It didn't really talk about racketeering. I didn't hear any of that or what she to discuss. So I don't know how that can hinder or mess up or make this a mistrial. I don't hear any of that.
So let me explain it to you. Azriel Clary was not cooperating with the federal government until January of 2020, right? Azriel Clary is a big part of the racketeering as well as the Mann Act, because Azriel was 17 going on 18 when she met Rkelly. Now, the information that Tasha K shared with Azriel's father created that fight between Azriel and Jocelyn. We all saw it play out on social media, right? When Azriel was at the Trump Towers, her and Jocelyn got into a fight. Azriel said, F. Rkelly. Then next thing you know, Azriel said, he made me eat boo-boo. Then she say, I'm a victim. Then she say, he beat me with a shoe. Do you understand?
I hear what you're saying, but didn't Azriel, wasn't that when the documentary came out and she decided to leave? Would that be the point too? Because the documentary was dropped during that time, and then shortly after she left.
No, the documentary came out in January of 2019. Rkelly didn't get arrested until July of 2019. Azriel was visiting Rkelly in jail all the way through 2019. Azriel flipped on Rkelly in January of 2020. Tasha K released that information in November and in December. And Tasha K also said on her channel that she shared that information and that she gave it to the parents. Do you understand?
Well, she could say that, but do you think that the parents actually had information? Because they didn't release nothing. I didn't see the parents release it or confirm or deny that.
No, it's not about them releasing information. Do you understand?
I hear that, but I just think that Azriel left because the money dried up. I think she left because the money dried up. That's what I heard.
No. Here's the case, Wiley. Azriel was supporting Rkelly. Azriel got online and said that those accusers was lying. Azriel has been seen in presidents calling her parents liars, and this was when Rkelly was in jail. It wasn't until Tasha K shared information between Joycelyn Savage and Rkelly and shared those emails with Azriel Clary's father is when Azriel flipped, because Azriel and Joy got into a fight. This is what created. Now, when women are scorned or when a woman's fed up, as Rkelly say, it ain't nothing you can do about it, right? So whatever it was that Tasha shared to the parent, that shared to Azriel, that made her flip on Rkelly is what turned her fed and what she started making all of these allegations. So it doesn't have anything to do with being in a cult, right? So the whole cult thing has been, proven not to be true, right? Because these women was flying back and forth and they were able to go visit their parents. They all had cell phones, they all had iPads, and they all had laptops. This has already came out in court. So the whole theatrics of what the parents was doing, pre-Lifetime during lifetime is completely different than what they're testifying to in court. Okay. The problem with this is that the prosecutors, the Rkelly case was state before Azriel flipped. When Azriel flipped, the case went from state to federal, which gave them this racketeering and this RICO charge.
It's
along
also
with
a
this
male
Land Act
person as
charge.
well is saying it's also a male accuser. It's not just female, it's a male accuser as well. But I want to
But
ask you this.
guess what, Wiley? This
Okay.
male accuser did not. This male accuser, which is why this is not. There's no charge. This male accuser is just a witness. There's no charge for the male accuser because it just came out in the case. This male accuser was not a part of the case for the last 2 years.
Okay, but I do
So
want to
that's
ask
why
you
this
this.
male
What do
accuser
you
is
think?
only a witness and not an actual. Is not and is not classified as
Okay,
as an
okay.
actual
I want to
witness.
ask you
It's
this.
like, so,
What do you think? Do you think he's going to be guilty or not guilty? What do you think
well, I
the
think he's
jury?
going to be not guilty.
What do you think the jury is going to say not guilty? Okay.
Yeah, because I think that the prosecutors purposely leaked this information because their case was already falling apart. And I think that they purposely leaked this information in order to garner a mistrial because they know this information since 2019.
They did
And
know 2019.
they are
Yeah.
just putting this information out here in 2021 in the midst of the trial. They had access to this information for 2 years and never had it was sealed. They just decided to unseal it. And the reason why I think that they're doing that is because their case has already fallen apart in the court. And so they want a mistrial so that they can potentially retry the case and remove some of these accusers that's in the case.
All right.
Because the judge has already spoke about trying to impeach Azriel, trying to impeach Geronda Pace, trying to impeach another one of the accusers. So it's like their case is falling apart. And I think that that's why they unsealed this document, is to try and get the defense to request a mistrial in order for them to try and retry the case because they don't want to lose.
All right, here you are on there. Thank you so very much. And you have always, like I said, we're going to continue. I'm going to make a commentary when the verdict is out. And I know you're going to call in concerning this case. And we're still going to see what the jury decide. I don't know when they're going to come up with a verdict of the trial. I know they're on break right now, right?
Well, the court goes back into session because there was some Jewish holidays.
Okay.
So court reconvene on Thursday.
Okay.
And Friday, the prosecutor is supposed to rest. They're supposed to have 4 witnesses coming in on Thursday. And then they're supposed to finish their case off on Friday. And then the following week is when the defense is supposed to start bringing in their witnesses and stuff like that. So this is the last. It's supposed to be the last week for prosecution.
Okay, so we're going to see how that's going to go. Thank you so very much, sis, for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Let's see if we got any more callers. And they on break eating Blaze potato chips. Y'all are food. 6136 caller, you're on the air. What? 6136.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the show.
How you doing?
All right.
Hi. I just wanted to talk out and say that we appreciate you guys' platform.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be a lawyer and want to say this, but when the news came out, what Tasha K had to say, nobody was talking about this. So I don't know if they felt like it's going to hinder the case or whatever. But right now, I really don't care about Rkelly's case. You know, he's got serious charges. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to recognize there's people out there with serious charges. Now, this is a lesson learned for even you or Tasha K when you get big news like that. When to put it out, when to hold it. You feel me? I really can't say if she's in trouble. I hope not. But if not, then we just gonna spread the news because it's that information, shit like that, we need to know anyway because they're putting it out or they're keeping stuff from us. So if we don't know what's going on, how can we, fight for people that have been, raped before and they got serious allegations on them and they're being the person that did the raping or killing is being protected or their case is going to get closed because nobody's paying attention. You know what I'm saying? To all the evidence that they're holding from us.
All right.
So I just feel like, Tasha, y'all doing y'all thing, and I'm happy that y'all stick together.
Thank you. And like I said, I love it too. And like I said, I don't always agree. But when I agree with what she does, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come out publicly and and do it. I know a lot of people don't like it. Some like it, some don't. But hey, it's my opinion, and that's just how I feel about her. I do want to ask you this, since the previous caller brought that up. I'm just going to ask you: do you think the jury gonna come out with a guilty verdict for R. Kelly or a not guilty verdict? What do you think the jury gonna do?
I want to say guilty because
Okay.
I believe he is, but how they play and
Okay.
you know how they, and like the lawyers or whatever, the lawyer terms, you know how they got that smooth slick talk. I'm not sure.
All right.
But as of now, all the way guilty.
All right. Thank you so very much. All right. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Bye. Hi. Thank you. I got a Zoom meeting to be at, but so okay, we're done. Thank you. Make sure y'all like the video. Follow me on Twitter at Wiley Show. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you so very much to Storm, to Tasha, whoever shared the live. If you want to, we real funny over here, okay? All right. So make sure y'all thumbs up the video, share the video, and subscribe. We will definitely see y'all in another live. I want to give a special shout out to the moderators in the house. Thank you all so very much. To all the moderators in the house, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to the members, shout out to the producers. Y'all are definitely have been on the show and commenting, sending me the article. It was y'all that sent me the article on the Chicago Tribune.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
I'm still getting emails of the Chicago Tribune story. So listen, we covered it. Y'all got another video, and then we're gonna go live again tomorrow. And if anything new developments happen, hey, I'm going to come and break the story and talk about it. So we want to say shout out to all the callers that called in. Thank you all so very much, and we will see you all in the next live. Okay, hold on one second. All right. Okay. Ooh, this was good. Good show. Go do your schoolwork now, Wiley. Yes, I got to do my schoolwork. I got to do my schoolwork, and I got to do the Zoom real quick. Cause they talking about home ownership, and I want to own a home one day, so I need to get the resources and like how to, what's the qualifications and stuff. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.